right, shout out to everybody out there. I told you I was gonna come back real quick and do a live real quick just to update y'all on some things. And an interesting story that I seen on the internet that kind of ties into everything that I want to touch on with y'all tonight. Give me a sec. Let me make sure that y'all could hear me because y'all know I don't have a guest. So let me know if you can hear me. Tell me if you could hear me right now. I don't even see anybody. Is anybody? Yeah, I don't even see anybody in the okay, it says 19 people, but okay, let me know if y'all can hear me. For sure? Okay, my melanin said for sure. Okay. Yeah, just wanted to make sure you don't want to start talking and nobody can hear you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But let me fix my glasses in my head. But yeah, great show tonight with Devin the Black Airbender. Great show. I think that breath is something that we the power of breathing and breathing techniques and proper breathing is something that we got to tap into more. Often the things that come to us the easiest is often the things that get neglected. KT used to tell me years ago the importance of sunlight. And I would pose so many questions to KT, and he would just keep telling me, "Rich, sunlight, sunlight, sunlight." And in my mind, I'm like, "No, it's got to be something more sophisticated, more complex than me sitting in the standing in the sun." And I realized like, no, that's what they want you to think. And this is why we don't do the simple things like grounding, sunlight, being in the forest, breathing in them negative ions, or being around water, being next to the ocean and breathing in the air, because we think it's so simple that it doesn't work. And it's the other way around. Often the complex things we do have no merit to them. And the simple things we neglect have all the merit to them. So it's time we rethink what we consider simple and rethink what we consider complex. Most honorable Elijah Muhammad, I think he said, "Think simple, stupid." Am I saying that right? I don't know if any of y'all was into the nation, but I believe that's what the honorable Elijah said. Think simple, some. I know I might be chopping it up, but he said something. Kiss, yeah. What does KISS stand for, my brother? What's KISS? Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, thank you. All right, yeah. So I do got some brothers from that. Yeah, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So yeah. So I mean, that should be yeah. That should be the theme in life. Keep it simple, stupid. With whatever you're doing, we don't want to overcomplicate things, and we tend to do that a lot. But listen, like I said, great show from the brother. Wanted to touch base with y'all. We have the conference coming up. Okay, great. Somebody said you are the guest about to purchase my ticket. So thankful for the yeah, great. Yeah. Yo, listen, family. The event, I'm gonna tell y'all, the event is at 50% capacity. Please do not waste time. Please. Today's officially today's the 6th day of me promoting. Where's my fly at, y'all? Oh man, don't you? I clean up my desktop and now I can't find my file. This is, I think I put it somewhere. Give me a second, yo. Um, Give me a second. Yeah, today's officially the 6th day. I started last Saturday with Sister Myra. That is the 7th day. So Saturday would make 7 days, but it's the 6th day of promoting, and we are at almost 50% capacity. The conference isn't for 2 months. So, family, like I said, do not wait. Appreciate it. Brother said, Brother Rich, you are the greatest asset on YouTube. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Let me just pin this real quick, y'all. Let me go on I gotta go on my phone to do this. I don't for some reason I can't pin it on my yeah, some reason this thing here. Okay, here we go. All right. Yeah, it's pinned to the top of the chat now. Like I said, family, we are okay. Divinely Purpose says she bought her ticket today. All right. Yeah, so I sent out the Discord link yesterday. I didn't send it out today. So I don't think anybody who purchased today didn't get the Discord link yet. Excuse me. But if you got your ticket yesterday or before then, you should have gotten it. Let me know if you're in the chat and you purchased a ticket and you did not get your Discord link, because that is something that is very important. I stress to y'all that one of the things we're stressing with this workshop is community. It's not just about I purchased my ticket last night, but did not get the link. Okay, all right. And also make sure you left the right email with Eventbrite. Make sure you left the right email with Eventbrite. Let me just let's snoop in on the Discord. Let's see what's going on in Discord before we start the show. Let's see, just so y'all know. I don't want you to think, does Brother Rich got a Discord? What's going on? Like, no, the Discord is popping. People are in there, you know. Let me just show y'all a sneak peek. So what I was telling y'all is that one of the main things that's missing with the information is the community backing it. And everybody's too spread out for it to be a physical community on a continuous basis. We can have meetings and gatherings, but in terms of having a global community, I think we need to create a centralized social media. That's something I'm going to work on with the brother Human, and that's also something that I have right now, temporarily right now, on Discord for the family who signed up for the workshop. When by the time everybody gets to the workshop, nobody's going to be strangers. It's 24/7. It's a 24/7 community chat. You know, you could chat whenever you want to with the family, and it's totally up to you when whenever you want to share a message or not. But these are group of what's beautiful about this Discord. This Discord is for specifically for those who purchase tickets for the Gathering of the Masters, and that link is pinned at the top of the chat. What's so beautiful about this Discord chat is that it's people who are invested in their future, people who are invested in the spirituality. These people have, like Billy Carson says, some skin in the game. These people have skin in the game. When you don't have no skin in the game, you're bullshitting. You bullshit your way. You don't take it serious. These are people who have skin in the game. They got other priorities, but they managed to invest in themselves to come to this conference. Not just $111, but also a hotel, also a flight, and they know they're going to come there and support the vendors. So these people have they have a lot to lose. So they're not gonna bullshit it away. They're gonna take advantage of every dollar we spend. Oftentimes, like ear, the things we get for free, we take advantage of. And the things that cost us, we appreciate. What if diamonds was as abundant as ear? Would we appreciate and want diamonds and spend millions upon a dollar? No. We wouldn't value them as much if they were free. But let me see. Somebody said I purchased, and I must tell you, I haven't been happy with a purchase in a while. The price is love. Thank you, Rich. Can't wait to be added to the Discord. Okay, okay. All right, Christy. Well, I'm glad that I would love for you to elaborate on that too, Christy. I'd love to know. And by the way, let me just show y'all this real quick. I would love to know your experience. I'll be keeping my water now on Hank gave me this, right? And he told me to keep my water on this. So I try to keep my water. When I drink my water, I try to keep my water on this here. And Hank can explain this way better than I can. But he's gonna have these at the conference. He doesn't have these. See, the thing about Hank tell y'all to send him money orders, and Hank is underground. He's an underground scientist, and he wants to remain that way. And that's how some people remain protected. So you got to respect the way Hank wants to move. He wants to remain underground. He doesn't want to have this big fancy website and you could just click an order. He'll tell you, man, listen, man, send in a money order. That's how you get it. But there's a lot of products he's not going to have until the conference. This is one of them. This is something to change the molecular structure of your water or whatever it is you're drinking. I use this a lot right now. So shout out to Hank with this. He will have this at the conference. But yeah, people in this just the people in this okay, I asked Christy to elaborate. She said you could have charged so much more, Rich. Yes, I'm glad you realized that. Yes. And people are realizing that, and that's why they're appreciating this so much, and that's why it's at 50% capacity. This is why the event is at 50% capacity already, because people are realizing this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like literally. Like, I mean, let me say this one more time. Like literally, it is a once in a lifetime opportunity. The names keep piling up. People keeps it's going. Oh man, listen, family. When it goes down, it's going down. And like I said, we're not focused on live streaming right now. What we want to do is we want to focus on this venue. I haven't done a in-person venue in a long time. I've been in Atlanta, haven't done an in-person venue event. Other people have, but I haven't. The last one I did in New York was 2018. I couldn't do one in New York the last couple of years I lived there because of COVID and the restrictions, so I couldn't even do an event. The last event I was scheduled to do was with Biggie, with Billy Carson. It was the imagination workshop, and we had to switch it from in person to online because while we were doing the workshop, the college St. Francis said, "Yo, there's restrictions. We can't have a certain amount of people in the room." Me and Billy was like, "Oh shit, damn, what we gonna do?" We was like, "Let's just put it online," and that's what we end up doing. And that's when everything went online. But we were literally supposed to have that workshop at St. Francis College, but because of COVID, I had to cancel that. So I haven't done anything in person, since probably 2019. The Gathering of the Masses I did was in 2018. 2018 at St. Francis College, and that was a movie. That was a movie, y'all. Oh man, that was incredible. That was truly incredible. Truly incredible. Somebody said, is Rod Hayes going to be there? Not right now. No, not right now. I'm trying to get the brother there. He has family obligations, but I talked to the brother about attending it. I definitely talked to the brother about attending it. So, but not right now. Somebody said I had other plans during that weekend, but this is for my soul growth. I can't miss it. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. Peace family. What is the Discord name? You won't know the name. It's strictly for the people who bought tickets. So if you want to be a part of that Discord, you have to buy a ticket. That's for people to congregate and who's going to meet each other. It's not for just everybody. That's when the trolls come. That's when the buffoonery comes. This is for people who invested in it. It's a centralized chat. And that's moving forward. We have to do more things like that. Have a centralized chat, centralized organizations and community. This internet, this YouTube, this Instagram, where anybody, you have people. There's people that have six. I remember this one time on the internet. There was this white dude. He had 6 computers on his bed, and he was like, "You want to see something?" And he responded to somebody. He was typing. He was like, "Fuck you, asshole." And the person went off on. The person said something profound, and he said, "F you, asshole." And the person started cursing him out. And he was like, "Oh man, that feels good. You see what I could do? You see the power I have?" And he was like a nerd. And he was like so happy that he got under this person's skin. It's like, yo, when you're talking on the internet to some of these people, especially on these huge social media sites, you have no idea who you're talking to. So it's dope that we could, centralize it and make it smaller and make it strictly for people who invested in themselves. So you don't have to go through the buffoonery. And it's like I said, Once again, shout out to 19 Keys with the show, High Level Conversations. This is a way for the family to have high level conversations every day leading up to the event. So there's 2 months leading up to the event. Because of our living where we live at, a lot of us, we may go a week without talking to a conscious person. We may go a week without talking to a person on a high frequency, or about something, a substance. You know, oftentimes we don't have, there's somebody, somebody, brother said they're fake. Yeah, the people, they're fake. But oftentimes the people at our job or in our family, we can't talk to them about a lot of this stuff. The Anunnaki, you know what I'm saying? Or quantum physics. Terrence Howard saying straight lines doesn't exist. Oftentimes you can't, who you going to talk to about that? So this is a great way, and this is something you don't get in any other conference or workshop. The ability to chat to somebody 2 months leading up to the actual workshop. So yeah. Shout out to Shabazz. Shabazz said Shabazz says she just purchased her ticket. I look forward to seeing you there, Shabazz. I'm going to send out another Discord link after the show. Hopefully everybody gets it. Check your spam, your promotion folder, all of those crazy folders that we have. Somebody said, what was the lesson learned? I didn't even get to it yet. Yeah. Yeah, you're either crazy or weird if you talk to your the average person about the stuff that's on this channel. But look what we were saying 2 years ago, and look at what's happening with Fauci now. Yeah. Look what's happening with that. Man, look what's happening with that. We're not looking so crazy now, are we? No. Man, that's some big stuff going down. Big stuff going down. But good Juju say, how many people are coming so far? A lot, good Juju. Let me just say that a lot. It's 50% capacity. I'm not giving out certain numbers and all of that, but let's just say a lot, good Juju. What an interesting name. Good Juju. I like that. Good Juju. All right. But yeah, let's just say a lot. Let's just say a lot. But let me go to this story I want to touch on with y'all real quick. Let me give a shout out to everybody in Discord. I just wanted to show y'all that we are active in the Discord. And let me get rid of this. We are active in the Discord. And now we doing our thing out there in the Discord community. For those who you see all the, that is the Discord. So everybody know that, So what did it say? 178 new messages from 120. All right, yeah. So they're pretty active. Shout and good Juju is in the Discord. She is active. Good Juju is active in the Discord. So shout out to Good Juju for being active and supporting and making sure the Discord is popping. So yeah, the Discord is definitely popping. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. All right. Let's that's what I'm talking about. Yo, Savannah said, hold up. This is how you make it in life. Savannah said, I'm about to get my ticket and figure out how to get there later. Yo, that's the winning formula. Yo, you know how many times I said that? Listen, man, I'm gonna just start this business, or I'm gonna start this, I'm gonna do that. I'll figure it out later. I'm gonna do this, I'll figure it out later. Or that's how, how many people said, fuck it, I'm gonna move. You know who does that a lot? And I feel as though they find a lot of, and they experience a lot of success. I feel as though white people, they're good risk takers, and they'll get up and move to a whole nother state with a book bag. And they don't know every single step of what they're gonna do to make it in that state, but they just say, fuck it. They're like, you know what? I got this feeling inside. I'm gonna just move here and I'll figure it out. And they figure it out. But that is I feel that is something that all of us could tap into. And I don't want people to take that, misuse that statement, but that I'll figure it out later. And I'm not saying that spend all your money and then I'll figure it out. I'm not saying like that. But when it comes to something that's in your heart, when it's something that's in your heart, take that chance. If it's in your heart, I'm not saying buy the newest Michael Jordan sneakers and be like, no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying if it's something that's dearly in your heart, you could take that. Yeah, taking a leap. Yeah. Somebody, let me put this. Student 89 said taking a leap. Yeah. If it's only something that's in, you know what's in your heart, you feel it. And you don't have to ask somebody, is it, how do I know if it's in my heart? You feel it. You definitely feel it. It's an undescribable feeling. I feel as though if I use words, it would taint it. If I use words to describe that feeling that's in your heart, it would taint it. I would just say it's an undescribable feeling. And if it's something that's in your heart, take that leap. And I'm not just talking about with this conference, but in general in life. That has been a winning formula for me. It definitely has. Yeah. Yeah, good juju said that's how you manifest. Yeah. hmm Mark said live streaming option. How much? Not yet. We don't have live streaming yet. We're focusing on live. I haven't been live in so long. I haven't been live in so long. Um, it's about being in person this time. And well, um, we do what we gotta do with the venue, then we'll work on a live stream. But I need to make history in terms of being there in person. I need to do something that has never been done before in this conscious community in terms of the people and the presence and the energy. So in order to do that, I don't want to focus on live streaming right now. I'll focus on that later. But right now, we're gonna pack this place. We're gonna make sure it's the best. We're gonna give it 100% of our energy. We're gonna give it our focus. And that's something that me saying the word focus, um, me saying the word focus is going to lead me into the conversation that I want to have with y'all tonight. Real quick, I'm not going to be on here long at all. I just wanted to give y'all an update real quick about the conference and just kick it with y'all real quick. We got about 300 people in here. Shout out to everybody who was on the show earlier. Let me show y'all something real quick. Because the last word I said was focus, right? I was talking about focus. Let me show you something. Let me I was just on the show and I'm doing the show. Let me, as they say on Drink Champs and on Joe Rogan, let me take a quick bathroom break. I don't have anybody, so I don't have anybody to talk. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Um, and then I'll give me about 2 minutes and I'll be right back. All right, family. All right. But check this out. Let me leave this on the screen for y'all while let me just leave it. Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me take a quick bathroom break. Brother Richard, be right back. All right. So yeah, I'm live. Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. All right, so let's read a little bit of this real quick. So check this out. Remember, the last point I left off on was focus, and I was talking about focus. So check this out. Elon Musk gave an Amazon trial the internet, and now they're addicted to porn. Now I don't know how true this is. Let me start off by saying this: we know the media could be very deceptive and very dishonest. But let's say it is true. It could be a learning lesson for all of us. Check this out. Despite noting several benefits, some local tribe leaders have expressed concern about the X-rated repercussions of online access. Elon Musk Starlink has brought internet access to remote Amazonian tribes, with the result that some of the men have become addicted to porn. As reported by the New York Times, the Starlink satellite company struck a deal with the former Brazilian president Jair Bolsonaro, bringing online access to over 66,000 people in the Amazon rainforest. Starlink is a subsidiary of Musk's SpaceX provided internet to over 70 countries with the aim of providing global mobile broadband. There have reportedly been a number of positive impacts from the new service, including job and education opportunities, as well as access to emergency services. However, one repercussion that has left some locals unhappy is that some young men have started watching a significant amount of graphic sexual content online and are sharing explicit images in group chats. One leader said, "We're worried young people are going to want to try it, blah, blah, blah." So basically, what the article, and this is being shared pretty much all over. I've been seeing it all over social media. What you got to keep in mind, family, and especially with what y'all got going on and y'all being on, y'all being on this channel and being into this information, is that one of the main weapons, and we talk about it all the time, when we talk about World War III, or we're talking about, all these sophisticated weapons they have, whether it's HARP, or we could talk about all types of stuff, whatever, these guns that they have. I forgot the name of the guns somebody was telling me about the other day. But their main weapon is information overload, distraction. It's just so much shit on the internet to get into, y'all. It's something the world has never seen before. And maybe the world has seen it before, but something we haven't seen in many, 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 many generations, where you literally could just research anything, look up anything, study anything. It's just wow. It's different if you're a monk in the Shaolin Temple and you're meditating. That's way different from meditating and you live in a city in a concrete jungle. We better be very thankful that we live in a concrete jungle of America. And we were direct energy weapons. Yeah, direct energy weapons. We better be very thankful that we live in a concrete jungle of America. And we still managed to get to this point that we're at now. I don't know if you appreciate yourselves that much, or you'll give yourselves that much credit. You know how much shit we got access to? You know how many things we were exposed to as children? The perversions we were exposed to, the drugs, just everything we were exposed to as young. For us to still be here right now is absolutely incredible. Sometimes we look at other people and we be like, in the East, they do this or they do that. If they had to go through what we had to go through, they may not be where we're at. An incredible amount of obstacles and hurdles was placed in front of us. I'm not just talking about poverty. With poverty, you can still be tapped into a certain extent. But when you add things like drugs and the media, especially the television, the whole world changed when media got introduced to it. TV, radio, that mass programming weapon that they have. Jesus Christ, man. Wow. So for us to be able to go through all that in the West and still be where we're at. Bravo to everybody. What is 321 of y'all on the channel right now? Bravo to all of y'all, man. Bravo to all of y'all. Listen, you know why? Like what Dom Money say, the World Wide Web is very addictive. And if this article is true, shout out to the Amazon tribe, and I hope y'all able to overcome it. Let's say one of y'all see this episode, because y'all do have the internet now and there's subtitles or whatever they call that. Shout out to y'all. Feel no shame about what y'all went through. Feel no shame. Feel no shame. But yeah, yeah, it is yeah, it's something. It's something. So I'm just thankful that, you know, we overcame it here in the West, so many things, and I hope that y'all able to, and I'm talking directly, even if they don't see it in this generation, let's say their children see it. Give me a second, y'all. Oh man, I had to take care of something real quick. Yeah, lot going on tonight. But yeah, yeah, we made it this far. So yeah, so what I just want to say this. If I could just talk to one of the people from that tribe, for whatever reason, their frequency matches and they're able to see the show, don't feel ashamed, man. Y'all got tricked like we got tricked with the perversion of Western culture. It's all good, but it's how you bounce back. In American culture, bounce back, rebound. How do you respond to that adversity is what's important. So it's okay that whatever we went through in life, whether it's the tribes in the Amazon, whether it's the brothers in Compton, whether it's the sisters in St. Louis, whether it's the you know, other cultures, Vatos, or whatever culture you're from, and you went through what you went through and you got tricked. Okay, you got tricked. Now it's time to bounce back, rebound, and to make a comeback from that. And we're all capable, and that's the most important part. And that's going to make us stronger than ever. So listen, man. Yeah, yeah. They said Richard come with a phrase. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I'm not here to say, oh man, the motherfuckers. No, listen. If y'all watching, if y'all listening, anybody overseas, it's all good. It's all good. This world is full of tricks. They're tricking us from the time we're born. It's all good. What I'm saying is, once you realize you got tricked, just bounce back. Like you like you know what I'm saying, and make that comeback. Make it the greatest comeback ever. So yeah, let's just learn from that and let's be thankful. Let's give ourselves some credit for what we've been through. Let's give ourselves some credit for what we've been through. We've been through a lot, family. We made it to this point. It's 2024. You're on this channel called Black Magic 363. I got all these quote unquote weird guests coming through every other day. You'll sit there, you'll listen to the interviews, watch it. You're watching me talk now because deep down inside, you'll want to better yourselves. Even the trolls that say a troll will watch this show and be like, man, because we'll be like, why you watch it then? They'll be like, man, I'm watching it because it's entertaining. That's bullshit. We use this, we've said this plenty times before, myself and others. If my girl watches me watching gay porn and I say, oh, let's say she catches me watching RuPaul, right? I'm like, man, yo, these drags, they just funny as hell, man. Nah, it's something a little more than that. It's more than it's entertainment. There's something in me that resonates with that. That's why I'm watching that. So don't tell me, oh, they're just entertaining. No, there's something in you that resonates with this information. You don't know how to tap into it. So your response is just to insult it. But insult it, but watch it at the same time. Insult it, but be attracted to it at the same time. Instead of being open about it and saying, I got to learn how to tap into this because there's something in me that keeps bringing me here. If something keeps bringing you somewhere, it's more than entertainment. There's an attraction factor. There's a resonance factor there. It's not just entertainment. It's not just entertainment. It's more than that. So let's stop lying to ourselves. We use language. Humans use language to hide their emotions and how they really feel. Language is the most beautiful liar. Oh my God. Put that on a quote, brother Rich. Language is the most beautiful liar. Language is the best way to lie about how you truly feel. You see something, I don't understand it, but wait a minute, it might be true. Let me say this is bullshit. Fuck this shit. Because that way I won't feel bad and guilty about not knowing how to utilize it, but I can still watch it at the same time and say it's entertaining. Language is the most beautiful liar we have. What the most beautiful liar. My God, my God. Shout out to Huna for the donation. Appreciate Huna for the donation. Y'all know Huna be on the channel. All right. But besides that, listen, like I was saying, just about the tribe. No shame. I know because I know a lot of them are probably feeling very shameful. I know because they said they've been isolated. I think they said the tribe was isolated for 1,000 years. You think you this big bad tribe member, all of a sudden you get addicted to internet porn or whatever. And you're like, oh shit. Now your whole tribe. It's not. Hey, listen, it's all right. Just rebound, bounce back, family. Whatever happened to you, rebound, bounce back. Just rebound, bounce back. The tribes out there, wherever you at in the world, rebound, bounce back. It's all good. You got tricked. Internet is clever. The internet is very, very deceptive. Very deceptive. Very, very, very deceptive. Very deceptive. So, you just gotta be aware. You just gotta be very, very aware. So yeah, be careful about the information overload. Want to give y'all an update on that. Excuse me, about the workshop. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Let me share the link with y'all. We're at almost 50% capacity. So make sure y'all make sure y'all get your tickets. Shout out to Hank. This is the piece Hank gave me. See, I'm wearing this over my jewelry. This is the piece Hank gave me. All right. He's gonna have these at the conference. Shout out to Hank. I gotta call my brother. You know what I'm saying? Why is people asking this weird stuff? Is the event for men? Somebody asked yesterday, no, the other day when I was on Aquarius, somebody said, is it a divine feminine conference? What the hell? Why are y'all asking these questions? I'm just curious. Sexy Slim the Goddess, that's your name. Why are you asking me, is the event for a man? I'm just curious. What will make you ask that? I have women speaking. I have men speaking. What will make you ask, is the event for men? I'm just curious. I have 3 queens speaking. I have 3 kings speaking on Sunday. 3 queens on Saturday. 3 kings on Sunday. I'm just curious. What will make you ask me, is the event for men? I'm trying to figure out. Is this? Wow, this is interesting. Gathering of the masters seem masculine. Wow. Now this is when it gets real weird. And I mean, hey, to each his own. In a million years, I would have never thought a title called Gathering of the Masters would have made certain females say that seems masculine. I would have never thought that in a million years. When he said, don't take the bait, bro. I mean, it's such good bait. Wow. You're like, wow, where the hell did you get that? Wow. Well, I mean, that you talk about reaching. Wow, what a reach. Yeah, I mean, wow. Yeah, somebody said they're fake. I mean, yeah, maybe I fell for what I was warning y'all about. Shout out to Rep One NYC. Whoever that individual is, they be sending a super chat $5. Here and there. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate the definitely appreciate the super chat. Somebody said that's not masculine, the master is a master. Yeah. I mean, you learn something new every day. And as a man, sometimes you realize, so let me get rid of, okay. All right, we're moving on. All right. So listen, I think, one of the things I think is that with the internet or with life in general, I think something we need to practice is intentional living. Intentional living. We need to be more intentional about everything we do. Every move we make, we have to move with purpose. And I heard, who I'm gonna have on my show soon? I'm about to have Michael Beckwith. And he was on The Secret. Remember the documentary The Secret? I think The Secret got released in 2006. And Michael Beckwith, he was talking. I seen him on a podcast lately, and he mentioned something about intentional. You know how they say attention deficit disorder? He mentioned something about intention deficit disorder or intentional deficit disorder. And I think that that's something that we have because we don't have to work for anything. We don't have to work for our purpose. It almost seems like our purpose is given to us. So it almost seems, because of the way the algorithm is, if I look for breathing videos, the algorithm will give me, if I look for something on breathing videos, right? The next time I go on the internet, the algorithm will give me a whole list of breathing videos. So I may start to go to the internet without having an intention because I just automatically think the algorithm is going to serve me. And it seemed like it's helping you. But remember back in the days when you had to go to the library and you had to have your notes together and you had to research things. All that time it took, we may think that it took longer to do that and research, but all that time it took to do all of that, we generated so much chi through our intention throughout the process. So with all that chi we generated, we got such amazing results because we're not generating chi no more, because everything's given to us because of the computer, the algorithm, or automated or AI. We don't have to write a book. Say, when you write a book, you know how much chi you generate out your body through the process of writing a book. Let's say it takes a year to write a book. So much chi is generated throughout that time. So much energy, so much thought forms, so much chemistry, because they say thoughts is chemistry. So much chemistry is pumped into your blood, into your body, into your avatar, that by the time you finish writing that book, man, your manifestations be popping. But with this AI technology, you're not pumping that much chemistry in your body. So we have to be careful. We have to use it to our advantage and not to our detriment. And I just look forward to this episode about intention deficit disorder with Michael Beckwith, because I feel as though intentional living is something that could benefit all of us, the Amazon tribes, brothers in Compton, wherever you are. When you move with intention, you don't get distracted. When I move with intention, and that's something that, and this is why I tell the brothers the importance of having stability. When you have stability, it's a tag team partner to your intention. Stability is a tag team part. In the WWF, you clap. Yeah, you and nigga. It's a tag team partner. You help each other. Your stability is your tag team partner to your intention. So when you have intention, you have stability, they partners. They work side by side and they get it popping. They get it popping. But when you don't have stability and you have intention, or you have stability, you know, so but stability and intention together, oh, that's a deadly combination. Nigga, you popping. You popping, bro. Bro, you popping. Sis, you popping. So let's get, so intention is something that we will, everybody's talking about attention is a new currency, but what about intention? One gotta be the masculine, one gotta be the feminine. That's how life is. AC/DC, in, out, boy, girl, electricity, magnetism, everything in life is polarity. So if there's attention, there has to be intention. Let's not forget. Let's not forget the other half of that pie or that puzzle, whatever you want to call it. There's attention, but there's intention. If we have attention deficit disorder, we also have intention deficit disorder. So let's not get fooled by the algorithms, because everything is given to us now. We still got to live purposefully. All right. And don't think because you're an empath that you are living purposefully and that you are living intentionally. You could be an empath by yourself, but still be consuming garbage. I've done it. I'm an empath. I like to spend a lot of time by myself, and I spend a lot of time just watching videos on music equipment or whatever. But I need to be, whatever we do, whether it's internet browsing, whatever, I feel as though it should have intention behind it. So when you catch yourself doing something, what is the purpose of me doing this? What is the purpose of me doing this? What is everything you do? What is the purpose? Do I have a purpose in doing this? Do I have a purpose? If you're on the phone, what is the purpose of me being on the phone? It may be to relax. It may be to relax. But when you lie to yourself, you can lie to me. I don't give a fuck. But when you lie to yourself, and if you want to better yourself and you lie to yourself, just be honest with yourself. If you're telling yourself the purpose of me being on the phone is relax, and you're lying to yourself, and you know you're gonna be doing something else, then you just lying to yourself. That means you have no purpose of being on that phone. You have no intention of being on that phone, and you're just wasting your time. Same thing with the internet. Why am I on the internet again? Sometimes I'll be like, wait a minute, why am I on Instagram again? I gotta remind myself, oh shit, I got lost in the source. So much stimulating stuff on Instagram. I forgot I'm supposed to be DMing the Devin the Black Airbender for a show. You know how many times I got to the Instagram? I'm supposed to be doing one thing. I get sidetracked by 10 other things. It happens to all of us. This internet is a powerful weapon. Talking about World War III. Social media is nigga, Soviet ain't no missile could do what the internet's doing on our minds. On our minds. The battle is to control the perception of the people. Missiles don't do that. Missiles might make you wake up. But the internet, podcasts, and podcasts are great, but it's moderation. You got to limit all this stuff. So yeah, I just, the thing with the Amazon tribe, if it's true, once again, disclaimer, if it's true, somebody said, will you resend Discord link? Yeah, I'm sending them out continuously. I sent it out yesterday. I'm sending it out again today. I just sent it out. Yeah, I just sent a shot of the people are in the Discord. It's popping. People are getting a Discord link. I don't know when you got your ticket. Live full, die empty. Yeah, I don't know when you got your ticket, but people are in there. It's popping. I just showed it. But I will send it out again tonight after the show. I will send it out again tonight after the show. But yeah, I didn't want to be on here too late. I just wanted to give you a little update about the workshop. Let y'all know that we're at 50% capacity, almost 50% capacity. Don't waste time, family. Get your ticket now. Event of a lifetime. I get the best event I've ever put together. The most amazing event I put together. The biggest event that what we call the conscious community, because it's not really a community in the sense of the word community, but it's the best term that we could come up with to describe a group of folks who know shit, who participate together and different things. So yeah, it I mean this is gonna be big, y'all. This is gonna be a big one. Like I said, I got a lot of help with this one in terms of spiritual ideas and assistance, and to pull this off is something that it's not easy. Otherwise, we would see this happen all the time. So this is something that once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not something I'm going to be doing next year or the year after next. It's not. This is not that type of event. When you do something every year, it's cool. But look at the dunk contest. Look how that turns out. They do it for 5 years, then the 6 years, like, oh God, should we keep doing it? And it's like they're just doing it just to do it. I never want to do something just to do it. I always want to do stuff from my heart. And this is why I've been able to promote on such a electric level, because I'm not just doing it just to do it. I'm doing it because it's genuinely something I'm excited about. It's genuinely something I know that's going to be historic. It's genuinely something that I know has been an inspiration straight from the spirit realm for me. It's genuinely something that I know has never been done before. So all of that together, all of those ingredients together, make for an amazing event. And when I will do a next one, I can't say whenever I feel the inspiration to do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just not something that could happen every year. It's not one of those type of events. It's like I said, the last one I did was 2018. It's 2024. You know. Uh Somebody said, not to be disrespectful at all, but back to the chi force with your other half. That's why they call the female body part Chu Chi, if you look up the meaning of both. Okay. All right, and that's from the goddess. So yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Because we always say chi energy. So you saying Chu? Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up. I thought chi was encompassing both aspects, masculine and feminine. But yeah, I definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. You know? Somebody, yeah. Somebody said if it comes around all the time, we take it for granted. Yeah, yeah. If it comes around all the time, you take it for granted. If it's free, you take it for granted. There's a lot of things that cause you to take things for granted. So, like I said, the last one, somebody said, "You're crazy, yo, motherfucker." So she said, "Coochie." Oh my god, yeah. Listen, man, where your minds is at? Empress 44, where is your mind at? I said chi, she say cool, you say coochie. Oh, what the man? I need that tequila I had last week. I need that tequila I had last week that got me more drunk than I thought I was gonna get. I said chi, she say cool. Another motherfucker come and say coochie. that's my YouTube channel. Listen, Empress, you coming to the conference? You coming to the listen, y'all crazy, man. Make sure, with that being said, make sure y'all come to the conference. All right. This is what type of people I got in. Now we be having a good time. And sometimes things like that be breakthroughs. Sometimes things like that be we be laughing and shit. But sometimes things like that be breakthroughs. Yeah. Sometimes things like that be breakthroughs. So you never know. You never know. You never know, family. But yeah, I had to let y'all know about that and my thoughts on that tribe, and just I would never want them to fall apart because of that, or if, like I said, once again, if the story is true. But yeah, just it is what it is. Y'all been isolated. This is what we all got exposed to, especially in the Western culture. Bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Bounce back from that. We need to practice intentional living. I would advise all the brothers out there, intentional living, stability. What did I say earlier? I don't forgot. What did I say was the tag team partner, the stability? What did I say? What did I say earlier? Was it if I'm channeling, it don't even be me saying this shit sometimes. It just be coming from a source. And what did I say was a tag team partner of stability earlier, y'all? But yeah, intentional living. Besides that, yeah, man. Let's do this. Don't and respect your journey and how far we've come. Y'all see the things we're exposed to every day, how it could tear apart people and other coaches that intention, yeah. Intention and stability. Yeah. Thank you so much. Intention and stability. Yeah, y'all see how it could tear other coaches apart. We've been exposed to this our whole lives. You know, we've been exposed to this our whole lives. We had to deal with it our whole lives. So shout out to everybody who has overcome all the obstacles and distractions and temptations and everything of our culture to get to where we're at now. Aquarius said, "Oppression is over, nigga." Yo, why Aquarius look like that? I ain't wanna. I wanted to ask her, but I said I ain't gonna ask her because she looked like she might chop my head off. But she looks serious. Aquarius looked serious the last show I did. Like she ain't. It wasn't time for play. It was time to teach. It was time to let y'all know what was up. And I was like, and she was giving us that game. She was giving us that good game, and that's important because a lot of the elders, a lot of people in general, don't give us game. So shout out to Aquarius for giving us game, serious game. We need that a lot, and oftentimes our elders give us that. Like Dick Gregory gave us that, and Grandma give you serious game, Grandpa give you serious game, but we don't see the younger people giving out serious game a lot. So shout out to her for the serious game, but you know, shout out to everybody who was able to overcome certain obstacles that they had to overcome. I was watching a video from Red Pill. I was telling him the other day, and he was talking about just the journey, and he was talking about everything he's been through leading up to now, and he was talking about the Blog Talk Radio era, and him and his brother doing Blog Talk, and he was mentioning Brother Polite and all the years of consciousness and Delbert Blair, and I was just reminiscing. I was like, wow. It's just been so much. Listen, fam, this is going on 2020. We're in 2024. 2026 will be 2 decades of me doing interviews. And as y'all can see, I'm not old. I'm like a young OG. For me to be in this game for 2 decades in 2026, approaching 2 decades in 2024. And I said this early in the year somewhat, and for me to be on top of my game, I'm in my prime, and to be doing the Gathering of Masses, to be doing the biggest event ever in the history of this conscious thing says a lot. And I'm thankful. I'm humbled. I'm not humble in the sense where I think lowly in myself, that like the dictionary definition. I'm humbled in the sense that I get to experience this, and I get to be a part of this, and I get to be the vessel that brings this to the people. Like 2 decades, like I was telling Blue Pill on the phone earlier, I literally know channels that started in 2022 and did not make it to 2024. In 2 years, the channel was gone. Y'all gotta understand, like this shit ain't easy at all, especially the spiritual, being in the spiritual community. What y'all gotta realize is that as I'm preparing for these shows, as I'm getting everything together, life keeps going. Life keeps going, and life keeps hitting you. The good shit, bad shit, whatever. People keep dying. You keep losing friends. Your family may keep shitting on you. You may argue with your mate. And you just got to keep going. You're just supposed to keep going. And it's not like a job that's robotic where you just, I got to throw out the garbage. And I'm not trying to come at nobody, but it's not just something where you don't have to think, where you could just, your mind is free. You literally have to be creative every single day while you're doing this. Somebody the other day said, Brother Rich has been asking the best questions for 2 decades. That shit ain't easy. In fact, I stopped Blog Talk. When everybody else was doing Blog, I was the first one on Blog Talk before a majority of people, not the first one, but before a lot of people, I was on Blog Talk. And I stopped. I didn't do it that long. I stopped. I was going through a lot. when I started Blog Talk, my mother died around that same time, and I was going through a lot of transitions in my life. And that shit with my mother, that shit was giving me nightmares, all types of shit. So this is what I'm saying. Like you want to be in this conscious shit, but life keeps coming at you. And this thing requires so much of your mental energy. Spirituality requires so much of your mental. People go crazy. Man, people can't do this shit for too long. 5 years, they out the game. To dedicate so much of your time, energy, focus, attention, you have to have a lot of mental stability. And the only way you have a lot of mental stability, you have to have a lot of stability at home, amongst other things. That could be a whole workshop I put together about how to stay focused with what you're doing. There's a lot of ingredients that a lot of the brothers is missing, and a lot of the brothers ain't getting the results they want to get. And I study a lot of the people doing better than me, and I study people doing worse than me, and I learn from both of them. I used to think I couldn't learn from people doing worse for me, and I'm learning certain things from them. Certain things I'm not taking certain advice. I'm not taking certain advice. Them niggas will give you some horrible advice, but I'm learning from people doing better than me and people doing worse than me, so called. Because that's subjective, that's relative. We can all debate on who's doing better, who's doing worse, but um, yeah. Yeah, just this, like I said, what Red Pill was saying just made me think a lot about this whole journey and where we're at right now with the Gathering of Masters in 2024. This is such a monumentous occasion. Don't feel bad if you get thrown off. Yo, I'm so thankful. 2 decades nonstop. 2 decades nonstop, y'all. People look at me and think I'm 28. I've been doing this 2 decades nonstop. Yeah, and that's part of, it's part of, it's nothing that you may think, well, a first thing a person would think is, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's not about what I'm doing. It's just, that's just my destiny. I'm just, I'm just following my destiny. Part of the funny thing is, part of my destiny, moving forward, I figured out part of my destiny is that it gets greater later. I went through a lot when I was young in terms of my mother, and just different things. A lot of y'all know my mother was sick. I went through a lot of years of seeing my mother suffer, and not having a father my entire life. But one of the things I realized just talking to different people is that it gets greater later, and that's exactly what transpired in my life. And I'm just treating this thing we call life as a marathon. So I would advise all of y'all to treat it the same way. I was just talking to my friend the other day, and my friend's going through something. Friend named Sean. And he texted me and he's telling me going through it. And I was telling him, I was like, this shit don't last forever. The main thing I said, listen, this shit don't last forever. Stay down till it comes back around. It's the exact thing I told him. I said, the shit don't last forever. Stay down till it come back around. And that's exactly what happened. This shit is like a roller coaster. It's an emotional ride, emotional roller coaster. And it's the main thing that just made me. And the thing that the person that, and I know y'all think, yeah, salute to Sarnetta. Yes, yes. Salute to the OG Sarnetta. Sarnetta was one of the people who taught me the game and taught me and certain things about, and taught me my power. I think that's the most important thing Sarnetta taught me was my power and who I am. Oftentimes we look at the speakers and how we be like, oh, the speaker, we think about how powerful the person on the mic speaking is. Sarnetta constantly reminded me about how powerful I was. And he realized his power. And it's debatable about whether he got caught up or whether he misused his power. A lot of people don't like the direction he took with the debates, but he taught me about He's stressing me the importance of my power, realizing my power and who I was as a, as a producer. So shout out to Sarnetta. That's a OG in the game. He did what he did, and I may not agree with everything the brother does, but the brother was one of the best in his time at with what he did. I've never seen nobody accomplish what he accomplished on the streets as far as a vendor and being on the streets. And that's how I had my come up in the community was I hung with him on the streets of 125th. I hung with Brother Big Man. Shout out to Brother Big Man. I hung with them two in particular. And I learned this shit. So shout out to them. But all of this to say, yeah, this shit is an emotional roller coaster ride. And to that tribe that got caught up in porn and the internet and all the shit, it's a roller coaster. Listen, y'all, bounce back. Y'all fell down, get back up. You know what I'm saying? Get back up. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We all make mistakes. We all fall down, but all of us don't get back up for whatever reason. We all cry. We all we're all down at certain times, but you don't want to stay on that frequency. So shout out to the Amazon tribe. Like I said, once again, if the story is true, because the media is so deceptive, so deceptive. So deceptive. Somebody said, what happened to Young Pharaoh? I don't know what happened to YP Young Pharaoh. I think I did about 2 interviews with the brother, but I never had like a personal relationship with the brother where I talked to him on a continuous basis. And I know the brother went through some things. And like I said, we all go through certain things, and this thing ain't easy called consciousness. And so I don't know. But I know that I did an interview twice with the brother, and brother's extremely intelligent. So it is what it is. But I hope he's doing great. I hope he's doing great. But yeah, I mean, all this is leading up to the gathering of the masters. It's all leading here. I feel as though this moment in history, and the history of consciousness, is a pivotal point that could change everything for your life. It could change everything. Somebody said ego is the king killer. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Number one rule in nature is no kings. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Today is the day of God 7. That's what's up. Today is the God 7. God. Y'all see I got on a Yahweh hat. And just talking about moving a certain way, right? People comment in the chat and stuff. Rod Hayes, y'all know that's my brother. So Rod Hayes talked about Yahweh and Lil being Yahweh, and Lil's the bad guy, right? So when I wear the Yahweh hat, people be like, man, that nigga ain't conscious. Why he wearing a Yahweh hat? And listen, this is the thing. I move how I move. I don't follow. I learn things from all the speakers, but I move how I move. Brother Rich move how he move. If I resonate with the hat, I'm gonna wear it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And if you really listen to Rod Hayes, if you really listen to him, you would hear him say Yahweh is the title. If you really listen to him. But you gotta move based on your own merit. And my name is Richard Merritt. You can't move based on what somebody else say. If I feel a way about certain things, I want to wear that hat. I want to wear that title. I don't give a fuck if somebody tell me so and so had it, or this one had it, or that one had it. The Anunnaki, whoever, listen. If I got the spark of divinity in me, there's no extraterrestrial that is greater than me. I'm not scared of Enlil or any spooky name. The Christians may be scared of Satan. All these spooky names y'all come up with. There's no fear here. I wanted to rock the hat. I like the name. Maybe in a past life, maybe I had this title before Lil. I'm an old soul. I think I've been around before and lived. Whoever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my point is that y'all gotta learn to move with your spirit and not be scared of criticism. What you know what Fauci said? Hold up. You know what Fauci said? Let me tell you something. You know, I'm not gonna say what Fauci said because then you know, he said something about how to get rid of a person's ideology by making them. I don't want to chop it up. Because you know, them Senate hearings is a motherfucker right now. By making them, you know, basically is by basically, you know, I'm gonna just sum it up. By basically putting a person in survival mode, you could get rid of all the ideological bullshit. So let's say I'm walking around, the black man is God, the black man is God, Nation of Islam, Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Nigga, if I gotta feed my family, most often some people gonna throw that shit out the window. But what if there's a few people who don't want to throw it out the window and their wealth is in their belief system and they don't mind sacrificing fiat for their integrity? What about those people? You know what the Illuminati or whoever we want to call these people say then? Do you know what they say? Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. But niggas think like that? The wealth is not in the fiat. Fiat is the byproduct of you and you recognizing your own wealth. Once you recognize your own wealth, fiat comes to you. Listen, y'all, listen. You know what's about, like I said, with the evil with Hank product. You know how many, because I recognize my wealth and I've been recognized my wealth, everybody gives me products for free. Everybody. Everybody wants Brother Rich to try their products because I have such a high I look at myself as such a high value way, and the people look at that. I'm influential, and because I'm influential, I'm rich. Look at the influencers on the internet. The influencers are rich, so you have to recognize your wealth, and other people in the wealth will come to you. I don't know how much you charge for this. I don't know. I don't know. But my point is that you got to recognize your wealth. Somebody said that in the chat. You got to recognize your wealth. You got to recognize you know, you are who you are, and you got to look at yourself. And then we've been taught to look at ourselves in a lowly way. And I think that with this gathering of the masters, it's going to pick us back up to somewhere that we've never been because of the combination of community, the combination of the energy that's going to be there, the combination of the physical, you know, the physicality. We haven't been physical with each other in a long time, touched each other, looked in each other's eyes, breathed amongst each other. The combination of the speakers, the world's best female speakers, the world's best male speakers, all of these combinations is making for an amazing event. So I'm gonna share this link one last time before I get out of here. And I thank y'all for coming back on because I just did an hour show for those of you that are on tonight. Yeah, I would love for y'all to all of y'all in the chat. Sister earlier said, listen, I bought my ticket. I don't know how everything else gonna work out, but I'll figure it out. It will figure itself out. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised. I remember one time, let me just give y'all a small example. One time I was vending outside, street vending in New York. I was in Brooklyn. I seen Sonetta do these amazing, where he'll be outside, he'll bring a speaker and he'll have these amazing crowds around him. So I'm like, damn, that is, I was like, that's so energetic and I love it. I'm gonna duplicate that in Brooklyn. I invited our Seer to Brooklyn to speak. I think we did something called I forgot which one we did, but we was doing our Seer was coming to Brooklyn to speak. A brother came out early. I'm telling everybody, yo, I see it's gonna be by at 4 to speak. Make sure you come through. He was like, yo, how you know? He was like, how you know people gonna be out here to listen? I said, I don't know, but they're gonna be here. You gotta, what Myra said, you gotta pass the ball to your higher self. You gotta listen, you gotta pass. If your intentions is to be successful, listen, your higher self will figure out how to do the rest. It will figure out how to do the rest. And when I see it got there, shit was jam packed. It was jam packed. But an average person, I'm a Virgo, so I analyze and overthink everything. But I seem to have this balance between over analytical and just this belief in the unseen. And I know my analytical mind is like, God damn, nigga, like you really believe in the unseen? I'm like, yeah, you gotta believe in the unseen. So it's like it's a weird combination of both. I'm analytical in the scene, but I'm so confident in what I can't see. My girl used to say, because I grew up in the projects. She used to say, you from the project. Why do you think like this and you from the projects? I just felt like that inside. I just felt a certain way inside, and nobody around me felt how I felt because they weren't trained to. And when you look in your environment, you're not going to feel a certain way. But I just always felt a certain way. I just always it was a natural feeling. I just always objects, and I go to the store and people say, "Oh, you spot expensive stuff," and I'm just like, I don't know, it's just in my nature. Yeah, cut from a different cloth. Yeah, and what I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying all this is because we all got this in us, but we don't realize it. And a conference like Gathering of the Masters, with the roster that I have, with the people that are going to be there, the community. Like I said, the key ingredient is community. We don't have community to back up what we learn. We learn something, but we don't have the community, so we don't apply it correctly. With community, we will apply it in a manner we need to apply it. This is why I created the Discord community. This is why I created it, the Gathering of the Masses. Everybody who gets their ticket gets a link to the Discord community. And I'm gonna share the link again in the chat for the workshop. I mean, for the conference. This is live in Atlanta. Like I said, family, it's 50% capacity. With that being said, family, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. But just remember, y'all, this shit, life is just gonna keep happening to us. Listen, man, I done had so many people die on me, and your friendships dwindle, and you got everyday things happening to you, and you just got to keep going with your consciousness. You got to keep learning. You got to keep meditating. Imagine you got to meditate. You don't argue with four different more effers. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to meditate. You feel like you're not worthy of meditating, but you should still meditate, because you know why? We live in a concrete jungle, and we're doing the impossible. We're learning to do what nobody in the world and else in the world could do, and this is going to make us stronger than ever. Family, I look forward to seeing y'all at the Gathering of the Masters. To the Amazon tribe, if you're watching this at a later day, I look forward to y'all rising above the temptations and the BS of Western culture. It's something millions upon millions of people had to go through. And I wish that whoever gets tempted with what we all have been tempted with, what we all have gone through, may we all rise. Aquarius Maximus said that oppression, even not just her. Rod Hayes said, what's the word Rod Hayes used? He said the misery. He said the misery cycle is over. Rod Hayes said the misery cycle is over. Aquarius said oppression is over. Listen, it's all good. We've been through what we've been through. Your moms ain't like you. Your pops ain't like you. Whatever happened, your family don't like you. You ain't in a relationship. Whatever the case may be, it's all good. That shit it's a different era. It's a different time. Let's bounce back from all of that. Let's let's make the best of the rest of our life down here, man. Let's make the best of the rest of our life down here. And with that being said, somebody said, Brother Rich, is it okay if I put my number in the chat with it affect or bad me for private? I don't know. The chat on YouTube, you can't put links in the chat. So I don't know if they would allow you to put numbers as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because YouTube, they won't even let you put links. Because so many of the the trolls. Yeah, so many trolls. All right, so with that being said, I don't know if I'm gonna be live tomorrow night, but I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. I'll be back sometime soon. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get your ticket. Gathering of the Masters, are August 10th and 11th. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Shout out to everybody in the Discord community. I'm gonna send out a link right after the show. Give me about 30 minutes. I'm gonna send out a link. So I hope everybody get it. If you don't get it, email me. Well, I'm not gonna put my email because then just random people gonna start emailing me. But hopefully everybody get. I'm gonna find out more than one way to send the link to the Discord community. But yeah, other than that, somebody, yeah, I mean this come. I'm we gonna continue this conversation. Somebody, God has said, and now life is telling the younger generation that trauma is bad. Yeah, we gonna continue this conversation with probably with Dr. B or something like that. We're gonna continue this this conversation. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody who got a ticket, man, and I appreciate y'all for always tuning in. I will see y'all soon. All right, family. Have a good night. Peace.